Now, here we are. Don Sullivan is up here for the first time. Step a little closer to me. Don't be afraid just because I'm a star. And you're... Not that close, Don. I'm not that kind of star. Although you see a lot of them out here. Anyway, he's
You've acted this way,
He's
Gene.
going to try for over $5,000 now. Now, you know how this goes. We polled a recent studio audience. This jacket's been in mothballs. I'm sorry about that. Let's get them out of mothballs, shall we? We polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this. Blank cash. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250. And if you match the bottom one, you get $100. Now, which of the three celebrities here would you like to choose for a little help?
Richard, I guess.
My name's Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. All right, there's one.
Fanny?
Fanny, have you got one?
Hard cash.
Hard cash. You got two now, Don.
Or Miss Rona.
Miss Rona, honey.
Well, I was thinking of hot cash.
Hot cash. Really? Okay. She's going to get you for that. You're going to become a column item. All right, you got hot cash, Johnny Cash, and hard cash. You want one of those, Don, or have you got a better one, you think?
I'm going to stick with Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Johnny Cash. That's the one he wants? He hopes it's up there under the $500 response. The audience apparently agrees with you, so let's find out if you're right. We'll begin at the bottom by revealing first, if we may, the $100 response. Petty cash. Nobody thought of that, and that seems to be a very good answer. I hope that's not a bad omen for you, Don. Here we go. Looking for Johnny Cash. Here is the $250 response. Cold cash.
I had hot.
You had hot cash. Sorry, it's cold cash. All right, last chance for Johnny Cash. Here is the $500 response.
Yeah!
Johnny Cash. Congratulations. You now have $600. Now, are you ready for the $5,000?
Ready.
You ready? Okay, you gotta match exactly one celebrity. Which one will it be?
Stick with Richard.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write. You face me if you would, please, sir. Here we go. The $5,000 question. Dragon blank. That's D-R-A-G-O-N blank. All right, he's finished his. Now we ask you for your response, which you think will match his. How do you fill in that blank? Dragon...
Fly.
You say dragonfly. Okay. For $5,000, Richard, may we see it? He says dragonfly will match you.
I guess my house is going to burn down then.
Really?
Oh, no, I put fly.
You put fly.
Isn't she?
That's a marvelous bit of spontaneity, isn't it? Sitting backstage for 3 days waiting to come on, and all of a sudden, just came right into her mind. Well, we wish you the very best of luck, Pat, and Don's had some good luck already, and we'll wish you both well and begin. Please make a selection.
A, please.
A, here we go. Alfredo. The matador has a way with the bulls. Before each bullfight, Alfredo takes the bull aside and he says, oh, bull. Bull, you be nice to me today, and tonight I will give you a blank. You be nice to me today, bull. Tonight I will give you a blank.
Okay, what's the answer?
A very simple answer. It should come to you like that. Bull, you be nice to me today, and tonight I will give you a blank. You understand English? She don't understand English, do we? Oh, yes.
You know,
Don?
kids get witchy after.
There's the one that won you the $5,600. Everybody ready over here? Fanny's not ready, now she's ready. So we'll call on Pat. Alfredo the matador has a way with the bulls. Before each bullfight, Alfredo takes the bull aside and he says, Bull, you be nice to me today, and tonight I will give you a...
Oh, dear.
What's the matter? You don't understand English.
I don't understand your English.
You'll be nice to me today. Tonight I will give you a...
I can only think of Toreador.
I will give you a Toreador? Really? Okay. I guess she really didn't understand the question, I think. Yeah, I hope you understood it, so we get
Well,
some...
her answer was Toreador?
Toreador is her answer.
Well, I think that she probably understands bullfights a lot better than a lot of people. People say that it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
For everybody except the bull.
Right.
A bull would like nothing more than at night having a chance to have a go at a matador, a Toreador.
That match with Matador and Toreador, there's one for you, Pat. Very good. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I had another answer in mind, which I'll tell you about later.
I know what it was.
Let me see if you have it.
Now, I'll see if I have it. Oh, no, I don't. I have Picador, which is first cousin
How
to a
about
matador.
Picador and Matador and Toreador? There you go. They're on a different tack here completely. What tack are you on?
The moment of truth. That's not.
Sweetheart. Oh, what
Not
are we
very
gonna do
Spanish.
with this little child?
I'm going to sack you up and Matador.
There it is. That's three for you.
Thank you.
Pat Hill, I got a level with you. I thought you were going to strike out with that answer, but you're doing very well with it. So far, you've had a perfect score on the top row, and now we come to the bottom row.
Yeah, well,
Now.
she did it all right.
Bull, you'll be nice to me today, and tonight I will give you a blank.
Well, I think you and I think the same way.
What do you say?
I say I give him a shot.
A shot? Bull shot. That's a little vodka and tomato juice. Is that what that is? Yeah. Okay. Now, no one has really come to my answer yet. Maybe Richard has it.
I have it.
I have
Wait a minute.
your answer right here.
What is
Things
that?
bulls love. They love cows.
That's the answer. Certainly. You'll be nice to me today. Tonight I will give you a cow, bull.
That's
Hello.
the same as a shot.
After the bullfight, he's too tired for the cow.
No, it invigorates them.
Go ahead, Fanny.
Pardon?
Anytime you're ready, just jump in between the...
May
What?
I?
Yes.
I was just wanting to have a few words with the judges, wherever they are, because, you know, when I answered this question, I had in my mind a matador, and I said he would give him a date with himself, and he's a matador.
No. No, a date would be with a cow. So that's three for you. Your question is yet to come, but right now this is coming your way, so pay attention. Here we go. Second half of round one. Ready, Don?
Ready.
This is all for you. Norman's wife complained that she was feeling useless, so Norman put wheels on her and used her as a blank. Norman's wife complained that she was feeling useless, so he put wheels on her and used her as a blank.
Okay, I got it, honey.
Silly, isn't it?
If this isn't the right answer, you and I are through, Dawn.
Well, now, there are a couple of good choices here. They don't all have to be alike. He would be very happy if they were, but we'll find out if they're going to be.
Look, Fanny's all finished. Come
Everybody's
on,
finished
Dickie Bird.
except Sir Lancelot.
Pardon?
Norman's wife complained that she was feeling useless. So he put useless. So he put wheels on her and used her as a blank.
I don't get testy.
Why did they hold up all
That's
these
good.
cards saying speed up?
Well, because we're running
To
a little
make
behind
Dickie
time here.
Dawson
Okay,
slow
did you hear
down.
that? She was feeling useless, so Norman put wheels on her and used her as a
Automobile.
automobile. Is his answer, Bob? What's yours?
I thought smaller. I said golf cart.
Golf cart is a good one. All right, Brett.
Oh, Dawn, you're cute as a bug's ear. Car.
All right. One for you, Gary.
Sorry, wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. That's a put down. What have you got there?
Cart.
Cart. Okay, not a match. And
She doesn't have an engine. He used her as a skateboard.
skateboard. That's a good one. And Fanny. That's the best.
Car.
Car. That's two for you. So at the end of round one, it's 3-2 in favor of Pat Hale.
Summer, Gary Berthoff, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulafont as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75.
Here we go. I'll push this button, reveal our second round questions, ask Pat, our challenger, to make a selection.
A, please.
A is what you want. Last time you matched three, that was the Jimmy's position, Brett's position, and Gary's position.
Bobsy
And
triplets.
Brett and Gary were both here.
Yeah.
I just got here. Wait
You
a
just
minute.
got here, and you don't do nothing until I tell you to.
Holy mackerel.
All right. Now, this is for you, lower tier. Santa Claus's elves were shocked when they saw Mrs. Claus pulling Santa's blank.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not writing here. I don't want to write and spoil my image.
Did you hear that, Pat? Santa Claus's elves were shocked when they saw Mrs. Claus pulling Santa's blank. All right. There you are. She's finished, and we'll call on Pat Hale now. Santa Claus's elves were shocked, Pat, when they saw Mrs. Claus pulling Santa's blank.
Britches.
What's that?
Britches.
Britches. She didn't say whether Mrs. Claus was pulling them up or down, so I guess we're all right. She said britches. What did you say, little girl?
I was going to be terribly straight today and say beard.
Pulling his beard. That would hurt, wouldn't it, if Mrs. Claus was pulling his beard? Wouldn't that hurt, Richard?
Pardon? No, I liked it when I had a beard. I liked
yeah?
that.
People pulled your beard?
What shocked them? He was nude. And she was pulling the beard up. There.
Beard. Now, Joyce, it's up to you to see if she's going to match you.
She was really pulling his leg, but I said beard.
Beard. 3 beards, Pat. That seems to have been the answer. All right, now, Don, you're in a good spot. You need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Brett does not play and Joyce does not play. Everybody
I
else
hope
does.
everyone is aware of the fact that I have become much smarter on this program lately.
Well, that was the only way you could go, darling. Up.
All right. Now listen to this, those of you who are involved. Gladys was so fat.
How fat was she?
I'll tell you how fat she was, and I'm glad you asked. In her high school production of the play Bad Night for the Titanic, she played the blank.
That question, I wish I were playing.
That's how fat Gladys was. In her high school production of the play Bad Night for the Titanic, she played the blank.
What a terrific answer.
Of course, why not? The Black Prince strikes again.
While we're waiting for Gary, would you say that lovable word just one time?
You mean dynamite?
Right. You know what I missed, though? I connect it with the... Would you hold my mic for a second there? Whenever I see you do it, you always go...
I'm always standing up. I always have a standing position,
Yes.
and I'm in movement. I'm gliding down the aisle, and I say, dynamite!
Yeah, that's what I missed. That's the Jimmy Walker we all know. All right, are you ready here? Gladys was so fat. Ask me how fat she was.
How fat was she, Jimmy?
I'll tell you how fat she was, John. In her high school production of the play Bad Night for the Titanic, she played the blank.
Titanic.
The Titanic. He said she played the Titanic. What did you say?
Titanic? That was the question?
No, he said she played the part of the Titanic because
Well,
she
no,
was
that was
fat.
played by Fat Beulah.
What
I
did
was
she
in
play?
that. I was in that.
You were in the play?
That's why I was in that play.
Gladys played the part of the...
Iceberg.
The iceberg.
Of course.
That's right.
How soon they forget.
Yeah.
Don't pick on a star, kids.
That's right. He's got his own show. Leave him alone. What'd you say?
I said I love your suit.
Oh, you're not writing there, are you?
See, she
Gary,
really
you are.
does talk when it's not her turn. It's
That's
not
right.
always me.
Right. She's the one.
Actually, I was going to say, would you read the question? No,
Yes,
you don't have to read the question. She was so fat. I was going to say she played Fanny's Flag, but she's not here today, so I said the ship.
The ship, the Titanic.
She's a man.
There's a man. So now, John, that's one more for you, and you've tied the score 3-3, and you have 2 more to go. 1 more will win the game for you. Let's see what this lady has here.
1 more wins a game.
Wins a game. What'd you have, Richard? All right, here's our money-winning fireman, Don Silliphant, who's already won $5,700 and going to have a go at over $5,000 now. You ready?
I am ready.
Yeah. You sound a little tired and dispirited today. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I had kind of a tough night after I left your show last night.
What happened?
I had to go back to work, and they didn't believe I was a celebrity, so they made me spend the rest of the night there.
And you worked all night?
Yeah.
And here you are today?
I love it.
You haven't any sleep?
No.
And you're still winning money?
Oh, I can't stand it.
Well, you better never sleep again. Okay, Let's have a go at it now. We polled a recent studio audience, got their best response to this. Blank March. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250. And the third, $100. 3 celebrities are permitted to help. Whom do you choose?
Richard.
Frederick March.
Frederick March is one.
Joyce.
Ides of March.
The Ides of March. All right.
And I'll try Jimmy.
You'll try Jimmy. It's tough in the third position, Jimmy, but just take a second now and think about it.
I'll use that. What is that? I can understand. Month of March.
The month of March.
Thank you, crowd. The crowd goes with me.
Hey, applause you even when you give a rotten answer there. Okay, you got the month of March, you got Frederick March, and the Ides of March. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What do you want to do?
I'll try Frederick March.
You'll try Frederick March. Okay, let's find out if it's up there. And if it is there, where is it? That is the question. Of course, Don is hoping it's under the $500 response, but we're going to begin at the bottom and reveal first the $100 response. Forward March.
Forward March.
Remember
I
that,
should have
fellas?
gone into the Army. I know that.
That's
now.
right. Is that what you were thinking of? All right, it's not there. We're looking for Frederick March. Let's see if it's under the $250 response. Ides of March. Okay, last chance for Frederick March. Here is the $500 response. There.
Wedding March?
You had Wedding March, Brett?
That cannot be.
That's. Has she had anything else
I
on
can't
her
believe
mind?
that either.
They obviously were all aliens who voted.
Yes, that's right.
Marvelous actor in the world, and he doesn't even get up on the board.
I couldn't believe that either. We were all expecting Frederick March to come up there. Okay,
Even
well,
Frederick March.
begin now. Tony, please make a selection.
A, please.
A. Everybody plays. It's a new game. Horace said, "My new wife has a weird idea of what's fun. On our honeymoon, she made me wear a blank." Horace said, "My new wife has a weird idea of what's fun. On our honeymoon, she made me wear a blank. Because she thought it would be fun, you see. That was her idea of fun, making her new husband wear a blank. Do you understand?" All right.
I got it already, honey.
Jenny
I'm
and
all
Brett are
signed,
finished?
sealed, and delivered. Come on, Gary.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Don't get pushy. Don't get
All
pushy.
right.
What are you talking about? Dynamite.
Everybody's set, so we'll call on Tony Nasco. Horace said, "My new wife has a weird idea of what's fun. On our honeymoon, she made me wear a blank."
A wig?
A what?
A wig?
A wig. Tony said a wig.
No,
She said-
that was Yul Brynner's wife. who made it.
She said wig. Jimmy, what'd you say?
Wig.
Yes.
Were you from Miami Beach? Oh, they don't have those movies down there. A
Hialeah.
mask.
A mask.
A mask. You got to go to those movies and see that mask. Little short guy looks like Alan Garfield.
That's enough. All right, Brett, you're on.
I've missed him so much. I'm so glad he's back.
Yes, he's cute.
Isn't he cute
He's
and
cute.
adorable? Old devil. I said negligee.
A negligee. She hadn't been to the movie either, I don't think. Not that movie. What'd you say, Gare?
I have no idea what I said.
Come on, you gotta show it.
I'm going to have to look at it. I said a very dull thing. I just thought she might make a tux.
A tux.
That was very boring.
I know. I know when I'm bad.
All right, Lee, what'd you say?
Well, I originally wanted to say tutu, but I went to a straighter version of the same thing, a skirt. And I
skirt.
don't ask me why. I'm sorry.
So far, we haven't been a negligee and a skirt. That was an interesting marriage, wasn't it?
Yes, I know.
What'd you say, Richard?
Well, on my honeymoon, my wife wanted me to wear a plastic baggie, but I just wouldn't do it. I wear them now, and I don't mind at all.
You have to be careful because, you know, you use up the oxygen in them very quickly.
That's the fun part when you black out.
That's what Jimmy likes to do.
On our honeymoon,
Little blonde Caucasian lady.
the question, the thing that Tony said was, on our honeymoon, she made me wear a wig. Now, what did you say?
I wouldn't be so naughty as you. I don't know what kind of movies you're talking about. A
Well,
Halloween
you've been in them.
mask.
A mask. A Halloween mask. All right. Tony, you didn't score with that. We'll see how Don does with his first round question in a minute or so. But right now, this for you.
Like my designer suit from the department store?
All right, Don, are you ready for your first round question?
I'm ready.
This is it. Listen carefully. When the midget dentist pulled Sharon's tooth...
I resent that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he was smaller than you, much smaller. He was a real midget. You're not a midget.
I appreciate
You
that.
are tall by comparison.
Thank you.
When the midget dentist pulled Sharon's tooth to get extra leverage, he stood on her blank. Get the picture?
Could you draw me a little sketch of a
Well, it's a
dentist
midget
chair?
dentist, you
Right.
see.
Well,
And when
as
he's
big
pulling
as
this lady's tooth, in order to get extra leverage, he stood on her, or leverage, he stood on her blank.
Come on, it's easy, Shirley.
It's a short dentist.
Well, I know, but there are a lot of choices. It's all
Well,
according to how short
let's say he was
was.
9 inches tall, and then take it from there.
No,
What
that's
do I-
misleading.
Not my daughter.
What are you doing to this lady?
Here's an eyelash.
You have an eyelash in your eye? I think I'm going to have to give you a complete physical to...
Where are you going to stand while you do it?
All right, everybody ready? Okay, we'll come over here to Don. When the midget dentist pulled Sharon's tooth to get extra leverage, he stood on her blank.
If you know, how small is he?
Well, I don't know. How small do you think he was? Let's talk about it.
I think he stood on her chest.
Stood on her chest. I guess that'd help a little bit. You stand and push and pull there. What did you say, Jim?
Besides being a dentist, he also liked mountain climbing. On her chest.
On her chest.
Of course.
That's one for you, Don. Brett, where did this little fellow stand?
If anybody stood on my chest, I tell you, do you know how you'd scream?
It would hurt?
Well, it's worse than getting a tooth out. I said he stood on an old tum-tum.
Tum-tum.
I'm sorry.
That wouldn't hurt as much, ma'am. What did you say, Gary?
He stood on her chest of drawers.
On her chest. That's two for you, Don. Where did the sick lady say he stood?
Well, he was a lot taller than everyone else's.
Oh, really?
He stood on her knees.
He stood on her knees. Okay, that'd help a little bit, wouldn't it? Now, the answer that Don is looking for, to get extra leverage, he stood on her chest. What did you say?
We did that, and then he turned face the other way, jumped off, and committed suicide. Her bazooms.
Presume her chest. Okay, that's three, Don. What did you say?
On her lap.
He stood on her lap to get extra leverage to pull her little tooth out. All right, so that's three for you, and now we go to round two. Ready, Tony? Go.
B, please.
B. Here we go. Everybody plays because she didn't match anybody in the first round. Mickey Mouse said, well, yesterday I came home early. I found Minnie blanking the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Spelling doesn't count, does it?
Spelling doesn't count. It's
Better
the
not.
thought behind the spelling that counts.
Oh, God! Oh, please.
All right.
Never comment on what she writes off the
Right.
camera.
Okay, now
Choosing a
we're
letter
all
to
set
Mr.
over there, I
Wright.
guess. And we'll come over here to Tony Nasco. Mickey Mouse said, well, yesterday I came home early and I found Minnie blanking the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Playing with
The Pillsbury Doughboy? You've led a very sheltered life, haven't you? The unmarried maiden said playing with the Pillsbury Doughboy. What do you say?
It's that sun on Miami Beach getting to your head.
Hialeah.
You got to get out of that sun, mama. You got to come over and watch where there ain't nothing, no sun at all. Deal with the streets. Have you ever watched the commercial? You see the little Pillsbury boy going.
That's how he goes.
That's exactly how he goes.
Tickling the Pillsbury Playboy.
Tickling. There, you got it. Okay, Brett. Yeah. In a way, that could be playing with. You're right, yeah. Are you coughing?
I'm not well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, actually, I said dancing.
Minnie Minnie Mouse and the Pillsbury Doughboy were dancing.
They were dancing, they were dancing, they were dancing.
Okay. Gary?
Encino, they had a bambino.
Just from dancing? Okay, Gary. What do you see in that microscope there?
Could you help me out? I have something in my eye.
Yes.
Mice are very voracious little animals.
Well.
They eat a lot, and I said baking the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Baking the pill. Oh, the audience likes that answer. They're with you. Yeah. Okay. Now, you've got to match the remaining ones, Tony, to stay in the game, the lower tier. All right, Lee, you're on.
I think this is absolutely the same as playing with. It's hugging. That's what I think.
Hugging and playing with. No, that's not. So. Thank you, Johnny Olson and friends. I've always wanted to do that. Do that again. Get me a taxi, would you? You can do that, too. Don't. It hurts a microphone.
I have a boy for you. What an attractive outfit that is, Bruce.
Are you poking fun at me?
No, I love
Best
that
dressed
jacket.
person on this stage, you're making a snide remark about my
no,
wardrobe?
I love it.
You're
I'm
just going to
crazy
stand there and
about
kid about it?
No,
Listen.
that is very sway.
You
I
ever
like
seen
that.
anything as beautiful as this in your
That's
whole life?
What
Hey,
window can
if
I
I
picked up out of?
Save my money, I'm going to get the jacket that
What
goes
window
with
can I
the...
get that out of?
What's
Very
that?
nice. I like that.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, here's our current... Here we are with Don Silliphant, his third shot at the Big Apple. Shall we have a go at it?
Let's get it.
Okay, let's try for it. We polled a recent studio audience down. We got their best response to this. The naked blank. Remember the answer they gave most often is worth $500 to you if they matched you, or if you matched them. The next one, $250, and the third, $100. 3 of the celebrities are permitted to help. Whom do you choose?
I'm going to try Gary this time.
Gary.
Bestseller, The Naked Ape.
The naked ape, he says, all right.
Brett?
Brett, what do you say?
I have 2, and I can't decide. I think I'm going to go with The Naked and the Dead.
The Naked and the Dead, another big book and a big motion picture, too.
Richard?
The Naked Runner. It's a street group passed me on Hollywood Boulevard. A book and a movie, The Naked Runner.
I told you to stay off of Hollywood Boulevard, didn't I?
I was looking for you, Gene.
Oh, I see. All right. So you got The Naked and the Dead, The Naked Ape, and The Naked Runner. You can choose one of those or give us one of your own, Don.
I think I'll stick with Gary, the Naked Ape.
The Naked Ape is the one he's going to choose. All right, Gary's got his fingers crossed. We'll find out if it's up there, and if it's there, where is it? But we'll begin down at the bottom by revealing the $100 response. The Naked Truth. Was that?
On one of those again.
We
Is
haven't
that-
heard that for so long, we forgot
Yeah.
it.
Yes, that's right.
They forget quickly, don't they? Okay, looking for the Naked Ape. Here is the $250 response. The Naked City.
That was my second choice.
Marvelous.
Gosh, this is strange. The last 2 times we've been up here.
Yesterday they didn't remember Frederick March. But
Yeah, now,
I
all right.
remember a television series from 20 years ago.
There's the last chance for the Naked Ape. Here's the $500 response. The Naked Ape, we got it. Very good. Attaboy, Gary. So, Don, that puts you over $6,000. Now you've got $6,300. You're going to try for an even $5,000 now. Remember to collect. You have to match one of them head-to-head. It has to be an exact match. It's time to choose one now.
I'm going to stick with Naked Gary.
You're going to stick with Naked Gary. All right, you face me. And if you're ready, Naked Gary, here is the $5,000 question. Lightning blank. Lightning blank. Lightning blank. All right, Gary's finished. Now, Don, your response, please, that you think will match Gary. How do you fill in that blank? Lightning
Bolt.
Lightning bolt. Most of them think you're right. We'll find out right now if you match Gary by asking him to reveal his answer. For $5,000, may we see it?
I was doing so well, too. I won last week $5,000 for a girl. I'm so... Oh, my goodness, I did say that.
All right, You ready to play this game?
Oh, I sure am.
You ever play this game at home?
All the time.
You do? Good. Well, let's see how good you are. Ask
Hope
you to
it
make a
shows.
selection, D.
B, please.
B? Everybody plays?
Why don't we go to our home and play?
Yes, we could play right in our house, couldn't we? Bring the cameras in, it wouldn't take up much room. Now, you've all seen Yul Gibbons' latest commercial. You know the one I mean, where he travels America visiting family reunions? Have you seen that one? Okay.
Yes.
Well, Yul Gibbons said, last week, I went to the Godfather's family reunion. I served him a huge bowl of grape nuts and got the surprise of my life. The Godfather put blank in it.
Oh, I've got it.
Served the Godfather, huge bowl of grape nuts, got the surprise of his life because the Godfather put blank in it. All right, did you hear all that, Dee? All right. And you know, you've seen Yul Gibbons.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Everybody ready? Now we go over here to Dee McCartan. You know the commercial I'm talking about where Yul Gibbons travels all over America. He said, last week I went to the Godfather's family reunion. I served him a huge bowl of grape nuts and got the surprise of my life. The Godfather put blank in it.
Wine.
Wine. Good answer, I think. I think that's good. The Godfather might put wine in grapefruit. I wouldn't. You wouldn't. In grape nuts, rather. Would you put wine in grape nuts? Would you?
No, not the Godfather.
No?
Since there is a sugar shortage, gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Okay.
Mistaken for brown sugar.
No wine yet, but let's see if it comes up here with Brett's answer.
Oh, honey, I was sure I had a winner this time.
Really?
I said spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce, another good answer. Yep, very good. Spaghetti sauce would have been a good choice. Gary?
Jimmy and I were on the same wavelength. I was going for sugar, and there were some Italians in my family, you know. We put Parmesan cheese.
Parmigiano. All right. So I got cheese and gunpowder, and we got all kinds of goofy stuff here. What are you going to put in the grape nuts?
Well, the most horrendous part of the movie, the first part one, was that scene with the and I said horse meat.
Horse meat.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That was cut out of the TV version.
I didn't know you thought that. I know, but
Tape her mouth.
Remember the invitation I had for the, to attend the children's concert? I'm withdrawing it. I said spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce is good, yeah. All
I
right.
know a joke.
No. Vino?
No, I said he put bullets in it.
He put bullets in the grape nuts. Okay. So there's no match for you there, Dee. If you had said spaghetti sauce, you would have done very well with your first round. All right, here we are. Going to finish round one. Don, ready for this? Listen carefully. It's all yours. I have an important announcement. The Match Game 75 Award for Outstanding Achievement goes to Brett Summers, the face that blanked 1,000 TV sets. The face that blanked 1,000 TV sets.
I would care to hear that question one more time, my darling.
The Match Game 75 Award for Outstanding Achievement goes to Brett Summers, the face that blanked 1,000 TV sets.
You got it.
All right. Jimmy and Gary? Gary's finished. We're waiting for Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy. Remember what good friends we are. Remember how kind I've been to you in the lean days.
In the lean days.
All right.
What, he's
we're
fat
all
now?
set. We'll come over here to Don Silliphant. The important announcement, Match Game 75 Award for Outstanding Achievement goes to Brett Summers, the face that blanked 1,000 TV sets.
Watch it.
Yeah.
All I can think of is stopped or turned off.
Turned off.
Turned off 1,000 TV sets.
They're mumbling. You don't like it altogether.
Boo!
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen over here, whether you're going to
I
score
guess
with that or not.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it. That's no good. Well, we'll leave.
No. What did you say, Jim?
It was a tough question. It's a tough answer. It's a tough world. Broke.
Broke. All right, what did you say, my dear?
You don't think I'd sell my soul for a cheap joke, do you?
No. Heck no.
I said lit up.
To lit up a thou had a girl. Be proud.
To break 1,000 TV
Yeah.
sets.
Gary?
Do you think that she would sell her soul for a cheap joke?
No.
No.
But you would.
She'd give it away. Broke.
Broke, all right. Set broke twice and lit up once. Lee?
As in the old mirror, cracked.
Cracked 1,000 TV sets.
Well, from an old Miss America, what do you expect?
No,
Getting
listen,
testy
she's
up
not
here.
that old. She was Miss America 1912 or something like that. Yes, Richard?
I'm surprised the panel and Don would turn on this darling lady.
Yes.
She's a very popular lady throughout the country.
And she's very big on this show.
And she's responsible for the selling of a lot of TV sets. I sold mine, and... person next to me.
I hate you,
Face
Dickie.
that sold 1,000 TV sets. Okay.
I think it's terrible the way it's going. Everybody talking like that, but it's true.
And broke 1,000 just broke would have worked. Well, we got another one of them pitchers duels going here. Zip to zip is the score. I don't want to say we got two dummies up here because I can't say that because he's already won $11,300. Let's see how we go with round two. D.
B, please.
B it is. Everybody plays again. The lady said to the bald man, I don't care if you are Alan Funt. Get your candid camera out of my blank. That's what she said.
I don't care if you are Alan Funt.
I don't care if you are Alan Funt. Get your candid camera out of my blank. Immediately.
You can't say Dennis.
Love you when you're angry.
Have you finished? Are you just fooling around here?
Completely
This is a
finished.
very serious
I
show.
know. Get your camera out of my...
I don't care if you are Alan Funt. Get your candid camera out of my blank.
Gene?
Yes?
She may be lousy on the screen, but she's great on the telephone.
What does that mean?
She means
I
you're a
don't-
good
she always
talker.
calls at 3 o'clock in the morning in a soft voice, so...
D. McCartan now. At bat, the lady said to the bald man, I don't care if you are Alan Funt. Get your candid camera out of my blank.
The only thing I can think of is bedroom.
Bedroom. Get your candid camera out of my bedroom. She says, get your camera out of my bedroom, Jimmy.
No.
No. What?
Lavatory.
Bathroom. Okay. Of course. All right. That narrows it down, Brett.
I was in the tub at the time.
You were.
And I said, get your candid camera out of my bathroom.
That's two of those, D. Let's see what Gary comes up with.
Were your goldfish blindfolded? Several weeks ago, I figured they might... I said bathtub.
Bathtub. 3 so far in that room. Now, Lee.
Gary, what were you doing in there?
Yeah. 4. Wow.
Having
Richard,
the
do you
time
make
of
it
my
5?
life.
It would have been a good thing for you to say. Yeah, I said shower.
Shower, bathtub, bathroom. Well, I guess all of those were about the same. Joyce, do you make it unanimous?
Yeah, I think I do. I said he was in my pie, looking for my secret recipe. Better than something else I could
Are
have
you
said.
cracking up in your old age? I don't care if you are Alan Funt. Get your candid camera out of my pie.
What do you call it?
While we're straightening out the weirdo here, we'll have a little message for you. I gotta talk to you. All right, here we go with the second half of round 2. You're in a good spot again, Don. All you need is 1 to win your 4th game. The psychiatrist said, I have a patient who keeps running off to Australia. His family retrieves him, and he goes right back. He thinks he's a blank. I have a patient who keeps running off to Australia. His family retrieves him, and he goes right back. He thinks he's a blank. He's not really. He just thinks he's one. You got it, right off the bat.
What is he really? He's a psychotic is what he is.
All right.
I saw Paul Lynde last night.
Joyce, put it in the slot. Okay, here we go. Now, Don, psychiatrist said, I have a patient who keeps running off to Australia. His family retrieves him, and he goes right back. He thinks he's a...
It's got to be a boomerang.
A boomerang. 1 boomerang. Native to Australia wins a game. Jimmy?
Well, Australia is not a strong area for my people. So I didn't know too much about it. So I said kangaroo.
A kangaroo.
Of course.
All right. He thinks he's a kangaroo. Keeps wanting to go back to his native land. Brett?
Do you have the feeling we're all meeting like this?
Yes.
I said kangaroo.
Yeah, well, a kangaroo would have been a good answer. That's if he had said it, but it's a boomerang is a better one. Gary?
I hate Qantas. Don, I'm sorry, I said kangaroo too.
3 kangaroos. All you need is 1 boomerang and you've won another game, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Lee?
I almost said koala bear, but I said boomerang.
Boomerang wins the game. Got their best response to this. Blank England. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 and $250 and $100. You know how that goes. 3 of these people, remember, are permitted to help.
I'll take Sir Richard.
Sir Richard, what do you say?
We always call it merry old England.
Merry old England.
Yeah.
All right, there's one for you.
I'll take Gary.
Well, we always called it New England.
New England. All right.
Joyce.
What do you say?
London, England.
London, England. All right, so it's London, England, merry old England, and New England. What say you to that?
New England.
New England. You're letting that audience sway you, aren't you?
No, no.
No?
I already had my mind made up, but I just wanted to see what they had to offer.
Even before they started applauding for New England, you said you thought you were going to say that.
Well, I knew I was going to select that before I asked them. I was just curious to see if they could get it too.
Saved us a lot of time.
What did you make me go through all that for?
It's no fun for us, you know.
Yes,
Don.
right. This is hard work, John.
Since you've had money, you became unbearable.
Just wait till your house is on fire.
Used to be grateful to us.
Unassuming fireman doing his duty. Now he's rich and stand over there, Don, while I All right, now let's begin and look as we look for New England by revealing the $100 response. Merry old England.
That's about what it's worth at the moment.
That's right.
Just get London out of the way.
Here we go with the $250 response. New England, you've got it. Congratulations. That's the one Gary Berghoff gave you. Okay. What do you think is under the $500? London. That's who gave you that? Joyce gave you that one. All right. You think they'll always be in England? Well, I'm sure of that.
I don't think so, but
in
I'd
spite
like
of
to
the
say it.
inflation. But let's see if London, England is under the $500 response. Yes, it is indeed. You're right, audience. Well, you know, you fooled me, audience. You all say London, but when he said New England, you all applauded as if you thought that would be the best one up there. You're
That's
a
called
sneaky bunch.
Hedging your bet.
Hedging your bet is right. Okay, you got $250. You play for $2,500 now. And remember, you've got to match one of them head-to-head. Has to be an exact match. Which one will it be?
Gary.
Okay, Gary, you get ready to write? Here's the $2,500 question. Big blank. B-I-G blank. Big blank. He's finished. Okay. Now, we ask you to give us an answer which you think will match his. Big.
Well, as long as we're in England, I'm going to say Big Ben.
Big Ben. All right, Gary, he says Big Ben will match you. Does he collect the $2,500? Show and tell time. Go.
What I want to know is, do I get 10%?
Big Ben.